introduction of socialism economics. Socialism economic, or known as planned and command economy. So what is socialism? Socialism is a basic economic issues are solved by the central directing body. Only significant industry are controlled and managed by the government. Basically, the government control on what, how much, how to produce, and who is the consumer. Basically, the consumer would be the society. How socialism benefit to the society? The socialism economics work to reduce the amount of poverty in the community. The main purpose is for government control over resources, classless society, absence of free enterprise. Do you wonder when it was introduced? The socialism was introduced in the 19th century by Claude Henry de Reboy. And example countries that using socialism economic is China and Russia. That's all for me. Thank you.
I would like to talk about how socialism solves basic economic problems. The first one is the government's policies or the market exchange between buyers and the sellers. The government will ensure a fair distribution of those goods and services. The second ways to solve basic economic problems is the government needs to think about what product they want to be produced. There is a limited resources for all the country to produce all the goods and services in the country. This is because before they want to produce something's products, they need to produce goods and services according to the wants and the needs of the people in the country. The third ways is the governments need to determine the quantity of the products that they want to be produced. This is happen because they want to ensure this problem does not happen again in the country, like a lack of products or lack of goods in the market. The last one is the government needs to combine production factors optimally to minimize the production costs. That's all from me. Thank you.
The result of China's reopening, which helped the economy recover to a 5.1% pace from 3% last year. Why is China growing too fast? It is all because of their new factories, manufacturing equipment, communication system was really significant. Okay, let's move on to the next part, which I want to tell you guys about how China faces for economics problem from an economic perspective growth. Firstly, China has introduced a renewal policy for their country. The major factor in China's economic growth during the past 4 decades has been the adoption of the reform and openness policy, which China has maintained and will continue to improve going forward. In order to advance internal reform and development, China will also actively integrate domestic and international cycles, increase its participation in economic globalization, and foster multilateral and international collaboration. Other than that, China is using a giant investment. Massive infrastructure investments by the Chinese government have boosted economies in neighboring nations in the face of the global financial crisis. These expenditures have provided highways, railways, and bridges in hilly regions, which have also sparked local economic development. China stays to the belief that if the government's role is played properly, it can manage the stability of the nation's economic development.
So, in conclusion, a socialism economic system is one in which the government has control over property ownership and the means of production. It is also known as planned or common economy. Socialism brings many advantages for the countries that use it. For example, citizens are treated equally by the government. Besides that, the employees' earnings are shared equally with everyone. Therefore, socialism contributes to the improvement of the economy by providing a production and distribution system that is more effective. Next, socialism has its own ways in solving basic economic problems. And those ways leads to the result of the improvement of the general standard of living in the community and the development of the country. One of the country that is a socialist economy is China. China stays to the belief that if the government play their role seriously, they can manage the stability of the country's economic development. That's all from us. Thank you.